Imagine you're at a party. You see someone attractive across the room. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and suddenly, you're walking over. But wait. What just happened in your brain? Why did you decide to approach? And how does this relate to our ancestors from millions of years ago? These are the kinds of questions Sapolsky tackles in Behave, the multifaceted approach. Sapolsky's approach is unique in its breadth and depth. He examines behavior from multiple perspectives: neurobiology, endocrinology, genetics, evolution, environment and culture. By integrating these diverse fields, Sapolsky paints a holistic picture of why we behave the way we do. He starts with a behavior and then travels back in time to understand it, creating what we might call a behavior time machine. Seconds before, what's happening in our brains? Minutes to hours before, how do hormones influence us? Days to months before, what environmental factors are at play? Years before, how do childhood experiences shape us? Centuries before, how does culture mold our minds? Millennia before, how has evolution set the stage for our behavior? The neurobiology of behavior. Let's start our journey by examining what happens in our brain seconds to minutes before a behavior occurs. Sapolsky delves into the intricate workings of various brain regions. The amygdala, this almond-shaped structure, is crucial for processing emotions, particularly fear. It's our brain's alarm system, always looking for potential threats. The prefrontal cortex, this is our brain's executive center, responsible for decision-making, planning, and impulse control. It helps us resist that extra slice of cake or think twice before sending an angry email. The hippocampus, essential for memory formation and spatial navigation, the hippocampus helps us learn from past experiences and navigate the world. Sapolsky explains how these regions interact in a complex dance to produce our behaviors. No single part of the brain is solely responsible for any particular action. Instead, the interplay between these regions gives rise to the richness of human behavior. The book also explores the role of neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers. Dopamine, often called the feel-good chemical, dopamine plays a crucial role in motivation and reward-seeking behavior. Serotonin, this neurotransmitter affects mood and social behavior, influencing everything from our emotional state to social interactions. Oxytocin, known as the cuddle hormone, oxytocin plays a crucial role in bonding and trust. Hormones and behavior. Moving beyond the brain, Sapolsky examines how hormones influence our actions. He challenges many common misconceptions about hormones. Testosterone. Contrary to popular belief, testosterone doesn't simply cause aggression. Its effects are context-dependent and can even promote pro-social behavior in certain situations. For example, testosterone can increase generosity by enhancing one's social status. Cortisol, this stress hormone, plays a significant role in our fight or flight response and can impact decision-making under pressure. Chronic elevation of cortisol can lead to a host of health problems and profoundly affect our behavior. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, oxytocin's effects are more nuanced than simply promoting bonding. It can also influence in-group favoritism and out-group hostility, showing how even a positive hormone can have complex effects on behavior. Sapolsky emphasizes that hormones don't determine behavior but influence our tendencies in complex ways. They're part of the intricate biological system that shapes our actions and reactions. Genetics and behavior. Sapolsky tackles the age-old nature versus nurture debate head-on, demonstrating that it's not an either-or scenario but a complex interplay between genes and environment. He introduces the concept of epigenetics, a field that studies how environmental factors can influence gene expression without changing the DNA sequence itself. This groundbreaking area of research helps explain how experiences can affect an individual's behavior and potentially that of future generations. For example, studies have shown that children of Holocaust survivors have altered stress hormone profiles, suggesting that the effects of trauma can be passed down epigenetically. This doesn't mean we're destined by our genes or parents' experiences, but it highlights the complex interplay between nature and nurture. Sapolsky also discusses gene-environment interactions, explaining how specific genetic variants may predispose individuals to particular behaviors, but only under specific environmental conditions. This nuanced view helps explain why two people with similar genetic makeup might behave differently in different contexts. Evolutionary perspective on behavior. The book takes a step back to examine how evolution has shaped our behavioral tendencies over millions of years. Sapolsky discusses how certain behaviors that may seem maladaptive in modern society were once crucial for survival. He explores concepts like kin selection and reciprocal altruism to explain the evolutionary roots of cooperation and empathy. At the same time, he examines the origins of conflict and aggression, providing a balanced view of human nature. For instance, our tendency to form in groups and outgroups, which can lead to prejudice and conflict, likely evolved as a survival strategy in a world where strangers often posed a threat. Understanding these evolutionary roots doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it can help us develop more effective strategies for promoting cooperation and reducing conflict. By comparing human behavior with other primates, Sapolsky offers insights into our evolutionary heritage and what makes us uniquely human. He cautions against oversimplified evolutionary explanations for behavior, emphasizing the importance of considering multiple factors. Environmental influences on behavior. Sapolsky emphasizes the critical role of early life experiences in shaping adult behavior. He discusses topics like attachment theory and its long-term implications. Our early relationships with caregivers can profoundly influence our adult relationships and emotional regulation. The impact of childhood trauma on brain development and future behavior. Adverse childhood experiences can alter brain structure and function, affecting behavior well into adulthood. The unique vulnerabilities and opportunities of adolescence. The teenage brain is mainly plastic, making adolescence both a time of risk and a window of opportunity for positive intervention. Beyond individual experiences, Sapolsky explores how cultural norms and societal structures profoundly influence our behavior. He touches on topics like individualism versus collectivism in different cultures. These cultural orientations can shape everything from how we perceive ourselves to how we interact with others. The impact of socioeconomic status on behavior and health. Poverty and inequality can have far-reaching effects on behavior and well-being. Cultural differences in moral reasoning and decision-making. Our cultural context shapes our values and how we approach ethical dilemmas. The biology of good and evil. One of the most compelling aspects of Behave is its exploration of the biological underpinnings of our moral behaviors. Sapolsky examines empathy's neural and hormonal basis and discusses how we can cultivate these pro-social tendencies. The book also delves into the darker side of human nature, exploring the factors contributing to aggression and violence, from individual neurochemistry to societal influences. Sapolsky presents a nuanced view, showing how the same biological systems leading to violence can promote cooperation and altruism under different circumstances. He challenges the idea of human nature as inherently good or evil, presenting a complex picture of how biology and the environment interact to produce a wide range of behaviors. This understanding can lead to more effective approaches to promoting pro-social behavior and reducing harmful actions. Free will and moral responsibility. Sapolsky tackles the age-old question of free will, presenting a nuanced view that considers the biological and environmental factors influencing our choices. He argues that our actions are the result of a complex causal chain of events, many of which are outside our conscious control. This perspective has profound implications for our understanding of moral responsibility and justice. Sapolsky discusses how our growing knowledge of behavior might influence legal and ethical frameworks. While this view might seem to absolve individuals of responsibility, Sapolsky argues that it calls for a more compassionate and practical approach to addressing harmful behaviors, focusing on prevention and rehabilitation rather than punishment. Practical applications. Throughout the book, Sapolsky offers insights on how we can apply this knowledge to improve our lives and society. Personal growth. Understanding the biology of behavior can help us develop strategies for self-improvement and better decision-making. By recognizing our biological tendencies, we can work more effectively to change harmful patterns. Education. Recognizing the importance of early experiences can inform more effective educational practices, which could lead to approaches better tailored to children's developmental needs. Mental health. A comprehensive understanding of behavior can lead to better treatments for mental health disorders. We can develop more holistic and effective interventions by addressing biological, psychological, and social factors. Criminal justice. Sapolsky's insights affect how we approach crime prevention and rehabilitation. A more nuanced understanding of the factors influencing criminal behavior could lead to more effective and humane justice systems. Social policy. the book's findings can inform policies to reduce inequality and promote pro-social behavior. We can create more effective and sustainable solutions by addressing the root causes of social issues. In conclusion, Behave is a tour de force that challenges us to reconsider our understanding of human nature. By integrating neurobiology, genetics, evolution, and more insights, Sapolsky presents a comprehensive and nuanced view of why we act the way we do. Key takeaways: behavior is the result of a complex interplay between biology and environment. Our actions are influenced by factors ranging from immediate neurochemical processes to millions of years of evolutionary history. Understanding the biology of behavior can lead to greater empathy and more effective social policies. Despite the many influences on our behavior, we still can self-reflect and change. Sapolsky's work reminds us that while we may not have complete control over our actions, understanding the forces that shape our behavior gives us the power to make better choices and create a more compassionate world. As we conclude our journey through Behave, let's return to that party scenario we started with. The next time you find yourself in a similar situation, remember that your decision to approach someone isn't just about the present moment. It culminates your brain's split-second calculations, hormonal state, past experiences, cultural context, and even evolutionary heritage. And that, viewers, is what makes human behavior so fascinatingly complex and endlessly intriguing. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Behave. Please like and subscribe for more in-depth book reviews if you found this summary helpful. Until next time.